it's all right. Okay. Let me cut you off. Cut you on. Da 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 da. Da da da. I think this is a tank. I think I can roll with this tonight. Oh, on this Saturday. Okay. Where's my USB stick? I'm not sure where my USB stick is. Okay. See, he's in the fanny pack. I hope it is. No, it's not. Man. Okay. Let me just look around real quick. this another minute, and so I'm gonna proceed. Proceed without the USB. There's always one thing, and there's always one thing or another when it comes down to me playing Phoenix. Not Phoenix. Infinity Dreams. Because usually I never misplace, I haven't misplaced the USB in a hot minute. See, this is why I like online stuff. So I won't be looking around for this USB, which I was like staring at just the other day. Okay. Let me look at a few more places. I mean, I got backup data. I can use a backup USB. Man, I forgot. So I took the USB out in the back a couple of days ago. So it's not going to be on the floor. I've been looking for you for a while. Okay. So, check a few more places. I doubt it's in here. See, this is why I like online profiles. This is why I like online profiles. So I won't be stuff in a particular place, and it's not there, which means I need to clean up. And I'm not gonna switch to Phoenix right now. I'm not gonna switch to Phoenix. I'm gonna give this another minute. Another minute or two. Let me check the obvious places where I work. Ulcer, gear issues, hat, or CX, seat, roof, pump IO, pump IO, we got board. We got Prime 2 International kit. IRS. That'll be my next short. ROM parts, RAM. Oh, Jesus Christ. Some stuff can be trash now. I am not seeing it. And that's okay. I can probably, you know what, I can just proceed without it. Whatever. Yeah, but I can't check any more places. Watch I find it in like a couple weeks. You know what, that's what I do. Alright, I can start. Let's make it backup data. There we go. Fill this out. Switch modes. Yeah, I really do need to clean up my area. Something I'll do in the next day or so. Save none of my settings. mods, effect, mini, 30%. Since I'm going small. Am I forgetting some? 1, 2, no, it's 5. Okay. All right, nice comeback. Ooh. What up, King? So, King. So the counter the argument about it being the 16, it's still a full song. So this song's about 4+ minutes. I will say the average person, the average player like Cap, and I was telling Air John Terrace this, but the average person Cap is around 17. 17, 18 is where I won't even say 17. Man, 17, that's giving them a lot of a lot of leeway. But yeah, usually 16 is usually that cap. And what Anamuro does like from time to time, like they did with Fiesta 2, is and this for people who never played Fiesta 2, because in comparison, Fiesta EX, Fiesta EX, and Fiesta 2, those were the games where they switched up the difficulty, and instead of going for more of the traditional way of they rated things for like in the past, they went for rating things in order to elevate the player and make them feel good. So like songs like Love is the Danger Zone, Cranky Mix, the D24. It was a D24 for a while, and then that got lowered to a D23. Same thing with Hardcore to the North, which was a D24, and that got rated to a D23. But just at the time, because yeah, players were PFCing it, PFCing at least Loves in Danger Zone back then. They rated that stuff, so they rated a lot of stuff, like they overrated a lot of stuff. They ain't underrated. Usually they used to underrate a lot of charts. But with Fiesta 2, all they did was overrate stuff. So they made like, and from them making that move, especially on Fiesta 2, it gave players a feel-good feeling that they were much better at the game than they initially thought. You know what I'm saying? So if you find it weird, that is the reason. That is their sole reason. Their sole reason for the way they rated stuff, and how and a lot of that stuff got downgraded to some of the levels, and some of the stuff got uprated, because some level, like some charts, like, or at least if you go and look at Phoenix, there's some there's some levels where I think at the time it was like I want to say, I think at one point there wasn't that many 16s or 17s. And what they started doing is just throwing levels, like throwing charts, and like just throwing them in certain like levels just to fill up that category. It's like it's like when you think about it, like around like Prime 2, Prime 2, or at least Prime 1. If you think about, like, there wasn't that many 25s. There weren't that many 24s and 25s then as it is now. And some of those charts are debatable, whether they are a 23 or a 24. I still find Cygnus a 24. I feel like Cygnus is not only dumb fast, but it has a dumb ending. And the fact that it was a 24, it was a 24 in double X, and then they lower it to a 23. I find that kind of ridiculous. Whereas Tan Tan Man, which was a 23, which I feel like that was like the only 23, like a hard 23 that I didn't really have no problem clearing, because I used to clear down a command just like that. Like, I feel like Cygnus is harder than Tan Tan Man. You know, Tan Tan Man got like a rough middle, but other than that, the ending is not that bad. Not that bad. But King, I hope you're doing good, man. What you been playing? You gotta get over here for another session at some point. Maybe after midterms is over and all that. No. And I don't think this full chart got warped, so I should be good on this. Now, for those that's out there watching right now, like, tell me when you started playing Pump It Up. What was your first Pump It Up game? Like, it feels very, very like weird being like one of the last players, like one of the last like active players, and I consider myself like pretty decent, but being like one of like the active players that started on like Premiere. Like, I feel like Premiere was, and Premiere, I think Premiere was like 2001? Like, I was casually playing Pump It Up casually in 2000. I was playing Extra, and like I picked DDR over Pump It Up back then, but I was casually playing it then. A pump game that was like the one that I grew up on. It will always be Exceed 2. That was my game. That was the game where I started playing Pump It Up full time. But when I like was just casually playing it just to like fill it out, or when people were playing DDR and I was waiting for DDR, it would be Premiere. Premiere on a DX cabinet. Pump It Up Pro in 2015. God damn. You know what? Pump It Up Pro is still one of my favorite games. And I also remember being like the first people to beta test Pump It Up Pro in America, or at least when Kyle War and Andy Miro snuck a cab at this go-kart place next to Round 1 Puente Hills. Oh man. Yeah, and school and work should like kill you. It happens, and I understand because like even me trying to stream like just this was just doing this because I spent the whole day working. like I spent the whole day drilling concrete, and now I'm trying to at least play this for an hour before I go back to my spot, cook some food. Gonna be cooking like some thin chuck steaks and some chicken tonight. Okay, so pump it up. So if you playing and you were playing Pump It Up Pro, if you playing Pump It Up Pro in 2015, that was your first Pump It Up game, and you got to a D23. That means what's 23 in Pump It Up Pro? And that's also a game where, and I was telling King, like Fiesta X and Fiesta 2, they overrated charts, whereas the Pro Series as well as an Infinity, they underrated the charts. So what was a 21 in like this game will probably be a 23 or 24 in regular K-Pump. But yo, Revolutionary, Revolution D, that's dope. Because I am 100% a Pump It Up Pro fanatic. And I'm still waiting for Team Infinity to come out with Pump It Up Infinity 2. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. That's just my opinion. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't have no warps. But I just got to see. We'll see. First. I don't got this fast enough. All right, here we go. God damn, Bobby. Oh wow, how long this thing gonna take to finish? Well, got time to eat my banana. Well, I definitely could have played that faster. Like the bursts had me rushing the end. Like I got the first set of bursts on this chart. Like I was all over the place, and that's why I got my misses and stuff. But the second time, I was really, really starting to get it. Also, those brackets. Oh man, getting all marvelouses on like one set, that was nice as well. So it's good that my time is getting better. Oh, there it is. Took a while. See, you know, my next Pump It Up video will be the 10 things that Andy Miro need to put in the next Pump It Up game. Or I should say the next Pump It Up arcade release. Alright. And this right here, this screen, you know, this already says like everything that they need to put in the next game. Some of this stuff is already in Rise. Like the accuracy. The accuracy, that's been needed forever. But you know, that was in Pump It Up Pro, Pump It Up Pro 2, as well as you know, this game, Infinity. Now with the Phoenix, always look at the money score as a way of telling folks what their percentage, because that's how DDR works. You know, DDR got two score systems: the EX score and the money score. All right. So, first thing first, because the one thing I want to see, just like right here in the result screen, accuracy, which they already doing that with Rise. No, they're doing that with Rise. Check one. Put the superb timing. Just, whew. If they want players to keep like really, really playing, because at this point Phoenix is just a grinding game. You know what I'm saying? Like there was nothing to do. There was nothing to do in Phoenix other than to play and grind and grind. You know, you hop online, you hop for online matchmaking play every now and then. But this is a very, very grinding game. It felt, this is probably the most Step Mania, like Phoenix is probably the most Step Mania-ish game ever. It's the most personal game. And you know, back when I bought the kit, you know, 2+ years ago now, I was telling folks that it felt like a beta, and I felt like they're gonna add more. It's just it needs time. But I feel like over time they just wherever ideas or stuff they was gonna put in the game, they just abandoned it. They abandoned it, focus on Rise, use Rise to cook up what they're gonna do for the next game. Hey, what up, Joe? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man. Oh. Wait, try no skin music skin Pandora Kara S16. Unfortunately, that's the one thing about Infinity. Unfortunately, Infinity does not have that. I can do Kara's X I can do Kara's single 16. But the no skin you speak of, actually, hold on a second. Hold on. Don't Kara got a full song? Hold on a second. Heartbreaker. Hush, I'm so sick. No, it does not. Alright, time to go visit Pump It Up Prime. Yeah, I got to bust out Prime 2. If I want to play that. Huh? Okay, I guess it's Prime 2. Okay, Fiesta 2. Really? Man, I am off my game. Yeah, Kara's not PSCX. That's for sure. You know what? And yes, I am hoping for the next game. I'm hoping for the next game to have more content. Because I feel like players would, like, a lot of people, I've been talking to a lot of people about this. Because my whole argument, like my whole issue with Pump, they give out too much of their content while letting the players work for it. And that's crazy because there it is, Pandora. Kara's a group and Pandora. Joe, you slipping. Yeah, me confused. Yeah, Kara's a group, which I believe they don't exist anymore. And what game is this? This is Prime 1. And Prime 1, this is decade-old music. So it definitely doesn't exist anymore. Also, we'll come down to no skin because the team's still trying to do that. This is all they have. Soccer, NXA, NX2, NX Classic, Rhythm, Fiesta. You know what? Let's go with soccer. Let's have some fun. I'm probably going to just shit the bed because I never play soccer. But yeah, if you are a player that just like to play hard stuff, Phoenix was your game. But one of the issues that I take with always with Animero, and this is where all the other companies does a good job, a better job. They make players work for the charts. You know, Animero, I feel like after they let the avatar, after they opened their store for people to buy avatars, I felt like they just gave up. They're just like, you know what, let's just stick to just making steps, releasing it, and we just move on. That is my humble opinion. Oh yeah, that was nice right there. Got all superb on those brackets. Almost a 99. Yeah, missions. Yeah, because like King. So last night, Eardrum Terrorists, or around here we call him Bobby, but Eardrum Terrorists, he bought a Korean version of Prime 2. And we streamed it here last night. It's on YouTube. I will republish the stream on Twitch in a day or so. I need to make a habit of doing that. I need to get back in the habit of just streaming in general. But Bobby, so after Bobby got his fill with playing all the charts that he wanted to play that just don't exist anymore, because Prime 2 turns 9 next year. Yeah. Hold up, wait. Prime 1 was 2015. 2019. So 2019 was 2019 was 2017 was Prime 2. So next year it turns 9. So what Bobby did after he got filled with the charts that he wanted to play, he went to missions and started playing some of the missions that he knew how to play, as well as go back and try to do some of the missions that he just couldn't do back then, because he got back into Pump It Up with Prime 2. And for a lot of players, that was their first Pump It Up game. And for like the majority of them, they just didn't have the skill for playing the missions. So there's a lot of there's a lot of like rough takes. There's a lot of rough takes when it comes down to Phoenix. As far as chart content and pushing the player, yeah, it's better than Double X by a mile. It also had, man. Was the K-pop in Double X better than Phoenix? Ooh, man. And that's hard to think about, like, right now. Like, I'm really thinking about, like, the K-pop that they put in Phoenix. And then I'm going to go back and look at, like, Double X. And it's like, god damn. Is that even a fair comparison to compare, all the K-pop that was in Double X versus Phoenix? Because as far as like original like songs and all that and crossover, oh yeah, Phoenix beat the shit out of Double X in that. But when it comes down to K-pop, and like all the stuff that was in, all the K-pop songs that was in Double X, with some of them coming from Prime 2, and while Prime 2 didn't have Blackpink, because at that point, Andy Miro couldn't afford Blackpink anymore. Like, man, do I want to say that Double X had better K-pop? Because Pandora, Pandora was already gone. Like all the stuff from Prime 1. Like all the stuff from Prime 1, like if you look at like all the K-pop license from Prime 1, you got Pandora. Kara, Pandora, you got Epic High. And this Epic High like last song in this game. You got On and On, you got No No No. We don't count the Latin because this song was exclusive to the Latin hard drive. Same thing with Limbo. Balls Without Power. I'm sorry. The J-pop was on here. You had Her. Hate Don't Hate. Elvis, they had a bunch of bangers. And Bar 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 was like probably their biggest K-pop. Like, okay, second biggest K-pop song they got in this game. You know what I'm saying? Because Blackpink, Blackpink, that's Prime 2. Bar 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 will always be their second. Cause Crayon was a monster of a song. And that's Fiesta 2. And I believe Bar 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 didn't make it to Bar 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 didn't make it to Double X, of course, because by that time, the song was already done. I don't think this group is still together anymore either. But you have all this stuff, all these bangers. And then you got the stuff that you don't see no more, like Across the Ocean. Very Good. Venus. And then, like, if I go to Phoenix, like, and I just go look at Phoenix and their K-pop, you know, Afterlight, that's a banger, that's cool. You know, and More Fati, that's old. You know, and this is not K-pop, this is a crossover. You know, Boca, and Boca's good. You know, Boca is good. You know, Boca's good for, you know, Dreamcatcher, K-Rock. You know, Breakthrough Myself, that's a crossover. You know, that's not K-pop. You know, Discord is alright. Nobody didn't like Do or Die for whatever reason. Eleven was hot. Like, you know, 11 was hot. Like, goddamn. When you really look at, like, you know, Nostalgia was cool. You know, this was hot too. You know, the other Pandora song. Or I guess Pandora. You know, Pirate. I mean, this is good. Yeah, this is good, but you really look at this like, you know, G and Dale had like, and all the G and Dale songs was hot. But you really look at the K-pop, and then you go back to Prime, or you go back to Double X. You go back to Double X. You know, 86. You know, Boom Boom. Bon Bon Chocolate. Boomerang. You know, Bong Bong. No, that's no, that's not made to the game yet. That's mobile. You know, Fly High is still in the game. Luckily. You know, Goodbye. Gotta Go. Like Hannah. Hit was hot. No, Hit got that Backstreet Boy feel. You know, no, Jogging's still in the game. Everybody love Kings of Sales. Like, it's almost not a fair comparison. I feel like Rooftop was like their low point. Like, I feel like Rooftop was like showing like the direction that they were gonna go with K-pop. It was like soft, like it was just chill and mellow. Like, I wasn't a fan of Rooftop. You know, Starry Night, hot. Time for Moonlight still in the game. I think I skipped over one song. You know, Adios. Yeah, like I feel like the K-pop, and we don't count Turbo or Black Cat. No, that's a revival. Like the issue, like because the main issue with Double X was the simple fact that they didn't put enough revivals on here. You know, Gashina. They didn't put enough revivals in this game. And I feel like, you know, you going back and you look at the, compare like the K-Pops. Like Double X K-Pops was a lot stronger than Phoenix. You know, up, down, hot. Like you can't, and like you can't, like Fiesta 2, Prime, and Prime 2. It's not even fair. It's not even fair to compare all the K-pops that were in this game to Phoenix and Double X. It's not fair. I still don't know why people hate this song. I fucking love the fuck out of this song. Oh man. And you know what? K-Rock, I don't even consider it K-pop, but K-Rock, and this playing, K-Rock always been in Pump, but you know all that stuff is considered K-pop. You know what? Let's do a rock song now. Oh yeah, I'm bad at this chart. So this is by Crash, and Crash have a few songs on In Pump It Up. I just hate the fact that Animero goes back to Dignity when they got gems like this that, in my view, What Do You Really Want is just as good as Dignity. See, if they revive this with Double X, it'd be so nice. try soccer ball skin. My friend S12. I can do that. I can do that. I don't think my friend's in this folder. No, it should be. It should be. My friend should be in here, yeah. Well, I know. You gotta be, and hello to you. But yeah, you gotta be in the right folder for this. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? So, in today's era, my friend S12, I feel like this might be an 11 now. This might be rated 11 now because it's not that bad of a chart. It wasn't then. Surprised I got that whole part superb. These charts I gotta step a little bit early. It's not fully synced up like that. See, we got Bob on Chalk. Single. I guess it's request night. And you know what? Why not? I'm pretty sure I'm the only player. I'm the only player playing this stuff. You know, other people are playing Step Up 2. I think Bon Chocolate is Bon Chocolate is the next one. Yep. I think no one else is playing like. Oh no, Prime. No. Yeah, forgot. Because we just passed this. Oh, okay. Yeah, because no one else is playing. Like, no one's not playing Prime 2, no one's not playing Double X. Everyone's playing like Step Up 2 with these charts in mind. So, man, I should try to do it on doubles. Yeah, you know, why not? Let's go for this S16. Oh yeah. Forgot warps. I shouldn't step on them. So, with Infinity Dreams, this is why I was telling Nervash that anything with warps is broken. So I gotta step extra early. Like, you can't step on them. I'm probably gonna run this back. Okay, so when it comes out the warps, I believe I gotta have my foot placement on the steps while it's warping for it to count. And yes, it's still bugged. While the chart's still bugged, and there's possibility because this is this Infinity Dream is 3 months outdated. But I got I think I know how to hit it. Let's see if I can clear this one more time. And yeah, it's still bugged, but mine's outdated. And there's a possibility they already addressed the issues with another update. I just need to talk with Nervash on that. And not going for a score. Like, King of Cell's still broken. See, as long as you don't step on the arrow and have your foot already on the freeze, it counts. So that might be the same way with King of Cells and all that. So you gotta anticipate the steps. No! Oh yeah, forgot. So for people who are trying to figure out that bug, you just watch me perform it and conquer it just now. Because when you step on the arrow as a warp, it automatically going to give you a miss. Also, is that even the right combo for this song? Like, did it have that many steps back then? Because that's a lot of steps. I mean, maybe it did. You know what? I mean, they're working on it because all the warps. So here's the thing. All the warps in Phoenix, like in Phoenix, is fine. But I think after that is questionable. And I think the only reason why, I feel like the only reason why there's issues is like all these charts, because all these charts is just Step F2. All these are just dumb, outdated, and not modernized to 2024, 2025 standards. Because there's other charts, there's charts that warp in the Phoenix category that don't do stuff like this. It don't do that. And soon I'll make a video of this. I'm gonna send it to Nirvash. I mean, I'm pretty sure they already addressed the issue. It's been a minute since we talked, and it's been a minute since we talked and collaborate with like ideas on what he wants to, like, what needs to be added to Infinity Dreams. So Sophia XY, thank you for the suggestion. Or thank you for the request, because now I know what to do when it comes down to warps. But that's only with Bonbon Chocolate or Charlotte. Because I feel like Brain Power might be jank. King of Sales probably fucked. I mean, King of Sales already fucked before. I'm about to do Pick Me real quick, and I might wrap it up. Yeah, that's good video right there. I'm gonna clip that. I haven't done no doubles or anything like that today. And I'm about to just, like, I'm really about to struggle. Because I'm about to do this D20, which, this is a chart that should be a D22. And then I'm going to go back and do some more J-Rock. Actually, you know what? Before I do this, no. For King, because King wasn't playing at the time, like, I feel like You Fall in Love with Me, J-Rock. No, not that. Because around this era, they had like J-Rock or K-Rock like this. I feel like my brother, the street singer, is J-Rock. It's my business, definitely J-Rock or K-Rock. In fact, yeah, let's do this one. Let's do this one. I gotta remember the warp, just leave my foot on the center. Rusty. Definitely rusty. One more time, let me cut the volume up. Also, no. A Maelstrom, a strong. J-Rock. Or K-Rock, K-Rock. And of course, Dawn of the Apocalypse. See, I wish they brought this back. Here comes the warp. so hard. Like, does Dawn of Apocalypse qualify the 22 or 23 in 2025? It's because not 21. Like, that slowdown is brutal. The slowdown is brutal. And it's only 190 in the beginning and the end. That the middle, I think, it speeds up to 210. Also, more J-Rock, K-Rock. I see why they don't use it. See why people say K-pop, because K-Rock it's too much work to say it. I need to do that one more time. I'll do an extra song in a second. I need to do this again. Yes, K-Rock and K-Rock is still a station. But Ellie, K-Rock is still a station. Do they play New Rock on there? Because it ain't K-R-O-Q, it ain't K-Rock. Oh, K-Rock. K-R-O-Q. That K-Rock. We don't speak of that K-Rock. K-R-O-Q, we don't speak of that. Alright? So let's do this again. And Astral, that should be in this folder. Yeah. This one. This one, look at the BPM change. Astral song. Yeah, the BPM, this is another chart, this is another song with the BPMs all over the place. Let's do Feel So real quick. I'm going to do this again. Like the 92 beat the 93. If I can get the run while hitting them too early, I probably can get away with a 94 or a 95. Yes! Ooh, got a 95. That's what I wanted. Now I can move on. Not a 17. That's my best ever. Yeah, no, and I believe those two misses came from. No, I think that came from the. One came from that last freeze because I rushed it, and the last one came from the ending because I dropped the soap. All right. So this, and there's two of them. Ugh. Okay. Going to try 700 BPM. Oh man, I can't believe someone requested this. I haven't played this chart at all. So I just have a bad feeling. Because I remember like this chart, the BPM changes, and I can never get it right. I couldn't get it right then, so it's probably broken. And yes, Crying Nut songs tend to be like this. And do Soccer Ball next. the one song that I was supposed to do, the one soccer song I was supposed to do with soccer balls, and I forgot to do it. Let's run that back with soccer balls. Because why not? Freaking Xenomorph. Oh, I should have sped it up. Ugh. That's all right. Not bad, not bad. All right, time to try It's My Business S20. I think that's probably like an S. No, it'd be an S21. It'd be an S21 in today's era. It might cool down. Oh, they could hack that in there. Change the cooldown or the results screen music. No. Alright, I'm probably gonna wrap it up after this because I'm supposed to eat. I gotta cook. And let me not do any soccer balls. No. No, no, no. I'm not gonna put myself through that kind of abuse. Not tonight. I think I got this still too fast at 800 AV. Man, I'm out of here. Man, I'm out of here, folks. It's been fun. It's been fun. But now it's time to fail. So tiring. Good night. Okay, now I'm curious. Okay. I'm curious. Because are you the freeze bracket chart? I'm not gonna make an attempt on this. That might have been a mission there I'm thinking about. Hey, I never played this. And this is not an 18, not by any means, no. Oh, you gotta hit 6? Okay. All right, folks. that's it for me tonight. I'll be back I hope to be back in a few days. I definitely want to run this back. For all those who are watching me, whether it's Twitch or YouTube, thank you for tuning in. So y'all kept my night pretty interesting. I'm out of here.